September 28th, 2020 was the day we moved here. We were still living apart, and I had been separated from my kids for about 5 days, and that was the longest I'd ever been away from my children. It was the hardest week of my life, and I knew that as soon as we got here, we were able to get them back.
Addiction was killing us. We had nothing. As it does with most people, it just crumbles you.
Rising Strong is a program through Catholic Charities that helps families that are coming from addiction and that are CPS involved rebuild their lives and be able to get to a place that they know they can be if they're willing to work for it.
I knew I had to get sober. I knew what I had to do to get my family back.
Without us being together, it would have been a lot harder for us all to succeed as a family. They're so much happier, and I feel like them knowing that once we leave here, we're moving into our own home, into a stable home, they're so excited.
We're about to move to Gonzaga Haven. We're super excited to move in there. They're brand new. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited.
We've been building housing at Catholic Charities for decades, but we've never built one quite like Gonzaga Family Haven.
These projects, from the moment you dream it to the moment you move in somebody in, it's a lot of grit and a lot of wisdom. And it's been special to us because the families that move into here are coming from homelessness, and they're coming to a place of stability. And this is going to be our new model for our housing.
It's truly amazing in what it offers to families in need and what it offers to the entire community. We reach out and engage with families who are currently homeless. We reach out to them and say, hey, let's give you a forever home. We have 73 units of family apartments, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. On site, we have lots of permanent supportive services for families. So once they move in, we wrap them with love. Childcare on site, medical clinic on site. We have after school programs for the kids, recreational programs. Everything is on site so that people can stay in their forever homes and get the services they need to become even more stable.
To be in a home together for the first time, that was our home. No roommates, no living in a shelter, nothing. It was our home that we finally had for the first time in years. All the things we worked for are now there. We live a normal life and a happy family. I work, my husband goes to school, my kids are doing great in school. I actually applied to be the property manager up at Catholic Charities property on 55th, got called and was asked if I want to be the assistant property manager where I live. I love it. I love being able to help families that get into somewhere because I know where they came from. I know what they're going through. I know exactly how that feels.
We're right next door to Gonzaga Prep and key partners with them and Gonzaga University and St. Al's Parish working together to try and build a facility that gives hope for families and gives forever homes to families.
For us at the very beginning, the people of our parish had a deep desire to help the families coming into Gonzaga Family Haven. It helps us be neighbors to one another and helps us to reach out to one another. And that makes our world a better place. It makes our community a better place.
Our mission is to teach our students, to inspire them to lives of service, and to educate them to be men and women who are for and with others. And one of the key ways that we do that is by giving them opportunities to provide service, to share their gifts with those who need it most.
All these kids are going to have an army of older kids from Gonzaga Prep and Gonzaga University who can be their role models. Someone they can look at and say, wow, I want to be like them someday.
They're polite, they're willing to help, they love the kids, they work hard, and it's the kind of place that I definitely would want my kids to grow up and go to. Going to a school like that would really set you up with a fantastic future. It gives you opportunities.
We are successful because of the community that we belong to. We have an obligation to that same community to engage in this way and come face to face with some of the societal challenges that families face and children suffer from. This is a family-based concept, and our hope is that it can be a model for replication here in Spokane and in other communities as well.
The goal is to break the cycle of intergenerational poverty. If you want to do that, you have to start with the kids. It's the kids right now that are growing up with mental health issues and substance abuse issues. So if we can get to them when they're 2 or 3 years old and then get them at Gonzaga Family Haven, where maybe they can go to G Prep for nothing. Maybe they can go to Gonzaga University for nothing. Those kids with that education will break the cycle of intergenerational poverty.
Where we were just 2 years ago compared to now is so different. Where we were before is heartbreaking. I mean, I'm really disappointed that I let myself get to that point, and I'm grateful that it didn't last very long. We worked so hard to get to this point, and it took so long to get there, and it seemed like it was never going to happen. So now that we're finally there, finally at the step that we wanted to be at in life to see what comes next, being able to do it together makes it all that much better. I'm so grateful for where we are now, to be honest. It's so calming and happy.